Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be showing my journey home from Nepal back to the US, and if you haven't seen my Nepal vlog, I'll link it here so you can go check it out if you're interested. Anyway, let's get right into it. So my journey home started off with a very pleasant surprise. Our economy tickets got a surprise upgrade to business class, which I think was basically first class in this sense because we had like these little cubicles and everything. It was insane. By the looks of it, we were not the only economy people that they upgraded to business class during this flight, which is really nice. So a lot of people like us got to enjoy the business class experience. And there were honestly just so many fun little perks throughout the whole flight. Even before the flight started, we got orange juice, for example, and the little surprises just kept coming. Okay, so everything looked all well and good up until this point. You know, I was enjoying my luxury little seat on this plane, but I should have known that this was like the calm before the storm, because this was literally the worst ascent of my entire life that I've ever had on an airplane. I think it was because Kathmandu and Nepal in general just have so many mountains, so I think that probably has to do with the like wind in the area and like I want to say differences in like pressure and stuff. I'm no expert, but I literally thought that I was going to die. And supposedly the people that I was traveling with, one of who had literally gone to Nepal like probably at least like 20 times and stuff, also thought we were going to like crash and die, because I'm not even joking when I say that the plane just fell for like a solid 5 seconds, which doesn't sound like a long time. But like if you actually count out 5-10 seconds or whatever of just falling, like I thought we were going to crash and just suffer. And also it does not help that Nepal literally has one of the most dangerous, I think the most dangerous airport in the world. And so having that in the back of my mind, even though we weren't flying out of that specific airport, just made me so uncomfortable. And I'm honestly just so thankful to have made it home. But after that point, I don't have any videos of the turbulence, but once we did kind of get through like the cloud level and stuff, there were actually some amazing views of the mountains. You could definitely see the Himalayas peeking through the clouds. I'm not sure if we saw Everest specifically or not, but those mountains were like no mountains I've ever seen before and were just so stunning. For my meal, I had the vegetarian option, which was malai paneer with pistachio korma, jio pulao, and dal palak masala. It was pretty good as far as airplane food goes. The presentation was really nice. It came with these little like olive oil and bread. It was really cute. But I did like that the dish overall was a little more appropriate for the region that Qatar flies to compared to, you know, getting a sandwich when you fly between the US and Europe. I didn't realize though that the menu was all-inclusive, unfortunately, until after the flight, so I didn't order any dessert, but I don't think anything that was on the menu would have beaten what I actually had when I flew economy on the way there. I don't know what it was called, so if you know what it is, please let me know, but it was like this yellow pudding-like thing. It had some very nice like sweet spices, so if anyone knows, please let me know in the comments. flight was concluded with a very nice towel for your hands. I can't remember if it was cold or hot, but it was really pleasant. And we also got some really cute chocolates that were very tasty. And from then we were in Doha, Qatar. We were in the airport the whole time. We were actually supposed to go on a tour that was specifically designed for people who had layovers at the Doha airport. But because we were coming from Nepal and Nepal was then listed as a COVID red country, we weren't actually allowed to leave the airport. So we just walked around, did some window shopping basically, and tried to kill 12 and a half hours in the airport. This actually wasn't a bad airport at all to be holed up in though. It was definitely the bougiest airport I've ever been to. The food court was like average, maybe a few more options than usual, and it actually accepted US dollars there, which was nice. But in terms of the actual shops and stuff, they were very focused on designer stores, and the airport itself was just very large. And it was also pretty interesting. They had a prayer room. Since the majority of religion here, I'm pretty sure, is Islam, they had prayer rooms for men and women separately, which was interesting to see. And the bathrooms were also absolutely gorgeous. I don't have a horizontal video, but they did have really nice high ceilings, and they were just very well maintained. So I was not complaining in terms of having a super long layover in this place. Okay, so now I'm in Copenhagen. I finished up in Qatar, said bye to my friends that were traveling with me, and now I'm on my way to the Black Diamond to go print a copy of my passport for my biometrics appointment today that I have in like 5 hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours. I don't know what time it is. So I'm gonna go do that and then go drop my luggage at my friend's grandma's house, who's very kind of letting me stay with her and keep some of my stuff there for tonight. And then try to move some of my stuff that I have with me to my room in the apartment I'm gonna move to in August. So my appointment at Siri went pretty well. It actually went way smoother than I expected, and it was very fast. It took like 10 minutes maybe, so that's great. And now I'm just gonna head back and fill out one more thing that I have to do and start getting ready to move my stuff to my room. I just had a very nice dinner with my friend's grandma and dropped a bunch of my stuff at her place, and I just sorted through all of my stuff that I don't need for moving to my new apartment, because I'm going to take a lot of the stuff that I had at the school that was like winter clothes and things and bring that to my room in the new apartment, so I don't have to like bring it back to the US and then bring it right back, because that makes no sense. So I'm waiting for the bus to get there and lug both of these suitcases over there. And one of them, the wheels broke, like the blue one, the big one, the heavy one. 2 of the wheels broke, so that kind of sucks, but it's fine. Okay, so I just arrived at the apartment and this is my room. I'm going to do a really quick little tour of it, but not the whole thing, because I think I'm going to save that mostly for another video. But I do want to have on record how it looks when I move in, and then I can compare it to how I like choose to decorate it and stuff later. So here's just the door to the room. It has like some coat hanger thingies. I don't know if this mirror is staying or not, but it's kind of nice, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. And then they have this nice rug and this closet over here. This bed is going, the owner is getting rid of that. And in here, there's some stuff that she has stored in here. So maybe I'll just like move it more in this closet. I think part of this is her storage, but I can use this part. Here's the inside of the closet. Really simple, but functional. And then there's the bed. I'm not really sure what the situation is with the sheets, if I can keep them or not, but that would be good to know eventually. Some curtains and a light. I'm not really sure what's happening with this one light bulb over here. And then a desk and a chair. Honestly, I feel like this apartment is pretty move-in ready. Like even the lamp is like nice. So I think the owner, she has pretty good taste with her interior design. Like I saw her room and she has really nice taste. So it's pretty easy to move into, and like most of the furniture is gonna be mine. So that's great. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and unpack some of the stuff that I brought in these suitcases and try to get it. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything because I'm not moving in right now, but I just want to put it in like some kind of neat piles for when I do move in, because I'm just gonna leave it here while I go on a trip this summer with my family and then come back like the middle of August to actually like move in for real. It's also a pretty nice view from here. I mean, it's just other buildings and stuff, but at least there's like some green space out here, so it's not just like, I don't know, something ugly. Okay, so I pretty much finished putting things away. It's not perfect or anything, and it's definitely not how I'm gonna leave it for when I'm here. Actually, I think I'm gonna try to get some organizers and things like that, and also just, I don't know, organize some more. But for the most part anyway, I just put things in some kind of place and it's fine for now. And on the bright side, my soap exploded in my bag, so it's like very wet in there right now. So I'm gonna try to air it out overnight at my friend's grandma's house. Okay, so that's pretty much all for today. So I'm just gonna head back to my friend's mom's apartment and I don't know, do some things to get ready for my flight tomorrow, like finish checking in, repacking my blue suitcase over there because I just completely unpacked it and my stuff is all over my friend's grandma's floor. So that's great. So I'm gonna go get ready for that and I'll see you in the morning. Okay, so I'm in the plane now and I got randomly checked at security. So was it random? I don't know, but it was fine. It was just like my laptop and stuff that they wanted to look at, which is like really random, I guess, but I don't know. Everything's chill. I got here on time. My trainer was fine, and now I'm just waiting to take off. So I just landed in Iceland. I'm in the bathroom because I'm too shy to film in the regular area. But the flight was fine. I forgot that I don't have to go through like customs, and I don't have to get baggage because I'm a connecting flight. So, and there was no customs because I'm coming from an EU country, I think. So I literally just like walked out and I was like, oh. So I was thinking I was gonna have to take like 45 minutes or like an hour to get through customs with all the tourists at this time, but apparently not. Long trip home. that was the end of my original gap year plans. I did end up doing a little bit more travel after this, and you'll see a lot more about me abroad in my future videos. But at this point, I was on the last leg of my journey home, and it was so nice to be back in New Jersey for a bit and see my family, see my friends, see my kitties. That was really nice. And thank you so much to everyone, my family and friends, and people I met along the way that made this gap year so special. And I look forward to making more videos, and I can't wait to show you where my life is at now. Then in here, I just have like random like snack things that are good, like Girl Scout cookies. I mean, like, come on, these are like important. You can't just throw out Girl Scout cookies. So even though they're from like a few months ago, I still have them and I'm just keeping them.